Yes, boys, how we doing? Today's video, a little bit of a different one, but it's going to be about three harsh truths that you genuinely need to hear. Honestly, I say that with full confidence. You need to hear this to level up your physique, your business, and your life. And these are three things that I wish someone told me. I guarantee that if you watch this video all the way to the end, you pay attention, you listen to what I'm saying here, I will 100% change your life. This is a bold statement, I know. But I'm saying this because this is what I wrote down in my morning journal when I was reflecting on myself and what actually got me to where I am now, what has shaped my life over the last couple of years. And these are lessons that I had to learn through experience. And I'm going to give you these for free and explain the rationale. So hopefully they're ingrained within you and you understand them so you can actually progress your physique, your business, your life. It applies to everything. So pay attention. This is going to be genuinely one of my best ever videos made. I'm currently operating from my most authentic self. I haven't touched the phone this morning. I've been consistently working all morning. I haven't even had a shower, if I'm being completely honest. I've just sat at this desk, coffee after coffee, smashed it, and we're ready to go to war. So get ready for this video. This is going to be good. Now, a quick disclaimer. This is definitely 100% not me telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. This is me being harsh. This is me being truthful. And the levels of knowledge that I'm about to provide here are literally something I wish I could, have someone tell me back in the day. But the truth is you sometimes have to learn this through experience. So I'm going to try and fast track that for you. And if you can fully understand and comprehend what I'm saying, listen to everything with an open mind and take everything with a grain of salt and implement it, I guarantee you will go levels ahead of people. This is years of knowledge and I'm 100% confident this will change your life. This is the content I want to make. I want to speak to my younger self. I want to speak to who I was, and I want to fast track what took me just years of mistakes and learning. So genuinely, if you're watching my videos and you're wanting to improve in life, when it's your physique, your business, self-development, whatever it is, just understand that I've made mistakes, and that's what's provided me the rationale and the thinking behind these ideas. So please take everything with a pinch of salt and implement this in your life and watch what happens. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about, lads, is that you deserve nothing. Sounds cunty, I know, but it's true. You do not deserve anything, and you must think like this. And I'm going to tell you why and what I mean by this. If you're going to the gym and you're new and you're expecting results, perhaps in a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, you've already lost. 100% you've already lost. Why? Because your motivation is coming from the wrong place. It's now dependent on an outcome. And the minute you do not get that outcome, you will quit. Why? Because your motivation is literally linked with the outcome. And as a result, you essentially think you're entitled to results. So when you don't get them, what do? You give up. But what if you just instantly change that mindset and just said to yourself, well, I'm going to do it regardless. I don't care if I don't get results. I just do it anyway. The same goes for business. And this is literally the key to how I started my business. And if someone wants to start a business here and wants to learn something new, I'm going to tell you something right now that will change your life. Don't ever think you deserve anything in terms of money, subscribers, followers, or whatever. Just do the do without any sort of outcome, goal, or whatever. Because you can't control the outcome. You can only control the inputs that get you to said outcome. And if your motivation is reliant on outcome, then you will lose. I did not make money with my business for quite a while. And didn't really affect me. Why? I wasn't expecting any. All I knew was that if I just turned up every single day, it was inevitable in the future. Not a matter of if, but when. It would happen. But if I had a different mindset and I said, okay, if I don't make 2,000, 3,000 in the first month, I'm quitting. Then that's just fucking loser talk. That's just stupid. Why? Because your motivation came from the wrong place. So just think like this for a second, that you deserve nothing. You don't deserve anything. You only put in the work, and results only come after reps and reps and reps. Sometimes it takes longer. So don't have your motivation linked with an outcome. Have it linked with the process. Fall in love with the fucking process and understand that if you do enough of the inputs, the outcome takes care of itself. That's the way you have to think. And the reason is why. If you're chasing a goal and it's hard, it's your physique goal, you're wanting to build a lot of muscle, or it's a business, you're wanting to hit your first 10K month or whatever it is, right? If it's something that's valuable to you and means a lot to you, if it was easy, everyone would have it. And if everyone would have it, what does that do? Well, it would lose its value. Remember, too much circulation makes the price go down. So anything worth having should not be easy to get. It should be difficult. Therefore, you need to understand when you're coming into this goal, you have to have the right mindset and approach. You cannot simply be expecting it just to fall on your lap. It will come, but with time. And only if you prepare your mindset to actually withstand all of the troubles that you go through. The way I like to think about it is, how many times can you get punched in the face? If you're in a boxing match, imagine you're just getting punched in the face, and it's like the person who wins is the one who can just take as many punches and just keep fucking standing. He gets a little slip and a little hook here and there, but he doesn't fall and give up. He just keeps going, and he just keeps taking shit after shit after shit after shit, and he just keeps pushing forward. The person who wants a win and needs a win to make them feel good, that's not how it works, and that's something I've kind of known for a long time. I learned it in the gym years ago, but you'll never ever see me, going to the gym and giving up or losing motivation because I don't see results. I would simply change my inputs until the results are inevitable. They have to happen. And I say this to anyone specifically who wants to build their physique. I don't think you deserve any results in the first 2 or 3 months. You might get results in the first 2 or 3 months. If you train the way I do, you definitely will. But it's not about that. It's about having that mindset. You shouldn't be expecting anything. And it's the most important thing. The reason why is simple. You need to fall in love with the process. You need to fall in love with the inputs and just get so good at doing the inputs that the outcome takes care of itself. It's inevitable. Just literally show up, regardless of how you feel, regardless if you're demotivated, and I guarantee you win. I can't stress it enough. Motivation is fickle. It will go up, it will go down. But that can't dictate your output. It physically can't, because there's people, you're competing against people, whether you're in competition or not, who do not give a fuck about motivation. I don't care about it. Do you know how many times I wake up and I'm just like, can't really be bothered to do this. I'd rather do this. But eventually, after so many reps, it's just ingrained in you. You just do it anyway. Why? Because I've got a goal. And the goal doesn't stop for anyone or how I feel or whatever. It just gets done. Fuck that. Why would I stop? At the end of the day, output doesn't care how you feel. As long as you do the thing gets done. It's as simple as that. I'll give you a perfect example right now of YouTube. Do you know how many YouTube videos I've posted that I didn't want to? I just got to 8 or 9 p.m, could have easily gone to bed, watched a bit of Netflix, had a nice chill one. I didn't want to post it, but I did. Why? Because I said to myself at the start of the year, the more YouTube videos I post, the more value I can provide, the better my socials will grow, the more exposure I will get. And this is what I want to do. I've got a goal for my YouTube. I want to grow as much as possible. So it only works if I show up every single day. And I can't let my feelings, my motivation dictate me. I can't, that video didn't get enough views. I'm not going to let that. Who gives a fuck? At the end of the day, you iterate, you get better, but you don't stop. That's just silly. I've had a lot of videos that don't get any views, and they were honestly really, really good videos. I was really, really proud of them. And, so be it. Sometimes that's the way it is. If I was outcome motivated and I said, this video needs to have 1,000, 2,000 views, or I need to have 1,000 subscribers by this date, I'd give up. No, fuck that. I just love the process. I love the idea that every single day I get to post a YouTube video, it goes onto my YouTube, and it's there forever. If someone wants to find out a little bit more about me, they can watch my videos and they can learn a little bit more. Who cares if it doesn't get many views? I know for a fact they will in the future. Why? Because the value I'm providing is good, and I'm very, very confident that my inputs will allow the outcome to take care of itself. That's what you need. Confidence in your inputs. And if your inputs are not where they need to be, then work on the inputs, because that's what you can control. You cannot control the outcome, so it's very, very silly to make outcome goals. Do you know how many times when I first started, I set kind of follower and subscriber goals? It's just the fastest way to just ruin your mental, your motivation, your mental strength. Why? Because you can't control the fucking followers or the subscribers, the views. All I can control is how many videos I post to actually fast track my way to that goal. Understand that. Inputs take care of everything. If you can just fall in love with the process, focus on the inputs and expect nothing in return, your life will change 100%. That's number one. Second, everything is your fault, right? Again, harsh. I know. I told you this video would be harsh. You don't have enough money right now. It's your fault. You ain't got the physique you want. It's your fault. You don't have enough time in your day. It's your fault. A lot of people come to me and they say, I haven't got enough time. But at the end of the day, you chose that job. You chose to organise your days like that. Take responsibility. Everything. No one's forced you, put a gun to your head and say, you got to do this. It's you have done it. And it's yeah, it's harsh, but that's the whole point I'm trying to make. Be harsh on yourself, because then you can control things. You know, even if something happened that was out of your control, and I know this sounds fucking crazy, it's your fault. Always just take responsibility for everything. If you're going to be a man, you take responsibility for everything, because even if it wasn't your fault, you can now make a change about something. At the end of the day, like, you were born a certain way. Anything that's happened from then until now is your fault. You've done something for it. And even if it wasn't, you should still say it was your fault. Why? Because then you can control it. Like, the time one is massive. It's like, okay, I don't have enough time in a day. It's like, well, you chose that job. You could have got a different job. You could have done something else. Harsh, I know. It's like, you chose your routine. You chose to get that amount of sleep. You chose to add in that activity for the day. It's like you don't have the physique you want, or whatever it is. Well, it's because you didn't eat that food. You didn't train this way. You didn't invest in that coach. You didn't do this. You don't have enough money. Well, it's probably because you spend too much money on that. You didn't save 20% of your income. Be harsh on yourself. Raise your standards. This is key. This is crucial. And the reason why, what I want to hit home here is, we're trying to remove the idea, the even fucking notion in your head that things happen to us. Fuck that. Like, imagine, I can't even fathom that. Like, imagine just sitting there and saying, oh, like, this happened to me. I can't do anything about it, so I've just got to sit there. You're not in control in your life. You're just on the back foot. You allow things to happen to you. Fuck that. Make things happen. If you can take one thing from this video, understand that. Make things happen. Do not allow things to happen to you. Fuck life. Don't let life fuck you. Run the day. Don't let the day run you. Remember all of this. It's fucking crucial. I do not allow things to happen to me. Why? Because I do not put the blame on anything or anyone else. I always take responsibility. Why? Because then I've got control over my life. Then I can do something about it. Then I can change it. If I shift the burden, if I shift the blame onto something else or something external, I play the victim card, then I can't do anything about it. And, you know, the best case scenario is me sitting there content. Oh, well, there was nothing I can do, so I don't have to worry about it. What the fuck? Like, come on. If you want something to change, you've got to be in a position to change it. And if you're just constantly blaming things on other people, then you're never going to change it. And that's not where progress comes from. Progress comes from consistently changing things. So you've got to understand. I mean, here's an example I just thought of. I need to think of another example, because this isn't good enough. But imagine it's raining. Now you can't go for a run. It's torrential rain. It's really, really bad weather. You could be like, oh, I can't control it, right? It's the weather. It's not necessarily my fault. But the approach is, everything's your fault. So you're like, well, you should have gone earlier. Well, now it's raining. You should have gone in the morning. Next time I will change that. And now you can control it. It's like, no, okay, I'm going to run at X time just to make sure, or whatever. It's not the best idea, but you get the point. The point I'm trying to make is, if you blame things on other people or other circumstances or external things, you play the victim card. You're never in control of your life. And that's just a silly, fucking stupid way to win. It's just like, I'll give it an example of like stocks, crypto trading or whatever. It's just like, if like the crypto market goes down or whatever, and you know, you decide to put all your fucking savings in crypto and it goes down, you could blame it. It's like, oh, the crypto market went down, all this shit. It's like, but mate, you put your fucking savings in there and all this. You kind of get what I'm trying to say. Don't blame things on other people. It's like, okay, another one. You're always saying, oh, every time I go to the gym, like, I can't get a bench press or something because it's so busy. Oh, I can't use the cables. Yeah, it's because you're going at peak fucking times. Oh, I can't not go at peak time because of my work. Oh, well, why don't you wake up earlier if you really want it? And it's just like, there's always a solution to your problem, but only when you actually have the level of personal development to look at yourself and be like, right, this is my fault. When you start saying everything is your fault, you realize it. Like, do you know how many people say, like, oh, I can't get a bench because I go to the gym at peak times, and the only reason I go to the gym at peak times is because I work all these hours and stuff. It's like, mate, if you really, really wanted to progress your physique and it was so important to you that you get all the equipment that you want, you would wake up earlier, or you would move your routine so you don't have to go to the gym at peak times. Perhaps you go in the mornings. And this is the level of mindset that I'm talking about. Again, it's harsh, but it's the way it is. Like, if you want the best results, this is kind of what you need to be thinking. This is the way I think. Understand that everything is your fault, and when you do this, you can control it, you can get better, and you can iterate. What I mean by iterating is essentially finding out what you did last time and improving it. And if you consistently iterate, if you consistently aim to get 1% better, we all know the stat, 365 days, 37x output. Come on, guys. Everything is your fault. Remember that. Don't be soft. And finally, the law of inertia and the power of momentum. I want you to take one more thing from this video. If you can remember this, if you can just put this in your fucking head. Momentum is everything, and you must protect it at all costs. Imagine someone is rolling a big boulder up a hill. That's you. When you start in your business, you're starting your fitness journey, starting a new routine, trying to become better at life, trying to just improve. At the start, it's hard. Why? The law of inertia. Nothing's moving. Grit and willpower and hard work and perseverance gets the ball rolling. That's what's going to create the foundation to make you successful in whatever endeavor it is. You know, you start that first Instagram account from zero. You start that YouTube account and you haven't posted a single video. Posting that video every single day will then start to get the ball rolling. But momentum and elimination is what makes that sustainable. Why? Because grit and willpower and getting the ball rolling, that's the first start. That's the first part, right? And that takes a lot of hard work. That takes a lot of effort. And that effort's not sustainable. You need a new vehicle to carry you through. The way I like to think about it is, imagine if you were driving a manual car, or if you're in America, you know, stick. Gear 1 and 2 is this when you're rolling that ball up the hill. But eventually you can't stay in 1 and 2 for ages. Eventually you'll run out of petrol. Eventually you'll probably fucking be at the 7,000 revs. You probably blow the engine. So eventually you need to pop into 3 or 4 or 5, and you need to just cruise. You need to coast, and that's what momentum does. And the only way you keep momentum is through elimination. This is something I learned. You have to eliminate things that do not serve you in order to preserve your momentum. And you have to realize momentum is key. I know this firsthand. I've done this so many times. I know what it's like to go back to gear 1 to start again. But you cannot do that forever. It is tiresome. And you need to create something in your mind where you realize the pain of losing momentum is far greater than any satisfaction that you get from anything else. So the only way you can make a sustainable approach to improve your success, to post every single day, to keep your business growing, is to rely on momentum. Momentum is everything. Remember, it's so easy to keep on winning when you are winning, just as it's so easy to keep losing when you are losing. Do you know how hard it is to get back into a routine once you're out of one? I go to the gym. I train every single day. I'm not even joking. I've not missed a day this year. However, and I'm being truthful here, over Christmas, I drunk alcohol for like 5 days in a row. It was like the 20th to the 25th, and I honestly felt terrible, if I'm being completely honest. When I got back into the gym, and this comes from someone who trains every single day and absolutely loves the gym, I found it so fucking hard. Why? I lost my momentum. I had to go back to the bottom of the hill and start pushing that boulder up again. And could you imagine how tiresome that would be if you had to consistently do that? It's not possible. Imagine that's with your business. You have to start from square one again. You know, your pipeline goes dry, the inbox goes empty, the views go to zero. You have to start doing that again. Do you know how fucking tiresome that would be? Associate the pain with that and realize that momentum is the only thing that's going to actually save you from that. So how do you actually do this? Well, you need to create a routine that allows you to do it every single day, even on the days when you feel terrible. You know, you go out for someone's birthday or whatever, you're hungover the next day. You still need to keep momentum in whatever way possible, and you have to make it ingrained in you. You have to make it easy to follow. The crucial tip here is make the pain of getting out of your routine and losing that momentum, that, remember, is what keeps you in 5 and 6, gear 5 and 6, cruising, unbearable, to the point where no short-term satisfaction is desirable. I'm going to give you a perfect example. You know, you go on holiday or you go for a few drinks or whatever. Absolutely fine, you know. I understand if that's something you want to do. I personally am going to go on some holidays this year. I'm going to go for a few drinks, absolutely fine. But the short-term satisfaction of me perhaps taking a day off the next day is far, far inferior to the pain of me missing a day, if that makes sense. So even if I feel terrible, even if I have a hangover or whatever, I'm still going to have to post my content. I'm still going to have to post my YouTube video, my Instagram. I'm still going to have to do my DMs. I'm still going to have to do something that moves the needle forward. Why? Because I associate my success with momentum. Momentum is the tool I rely on, and I cannot let that ever go to waste. This is crucial. It applies with everything. I've given you a few examples. I've given you with physique. You know, you miss 2 weeks of the gym. Do you know how hard it is to get back into that gym? Fucking hard. You keep doing that, you're gonna lose it. What if you just ingrained it in your life where you just like, regardless of where I am in the world, regardless of what I do, I get some form of workout. If I can't get to the gym, I'll go for a run. Why? It doesn't matter if it's about progress, it's about momentum. Same with business. It's like, okay, but I'll give you a perfect example. I'm going away this weekend. I'm going up north to see some friends, film a little bit of content in a best gym in the UK, which is gonna be good. And yeah, my routine is definitely going to be a bit interesting. But do you think I'm going to miss my morning pages, my journal? Do you think I'm going to miss my gym sessions, my food? No. Why? Because the pain of going backwards and losing my momentum is fucking way up here, as opposed to, you know, anything else. I don't give a fuck about anything else. All I care about is hitting my goals, and that's the mindset you've got to have, and understand that momentum is the thing that will carry you forward. It applies to everything, business as well. You know, you miss a day once, you miss a day twice, you do it again, you go back to square one. Just turn up when you don't want to. Do it regardless of how you feel. And these are lessons that I wish I knew. You deserve nothing. Everything is your fault. And the law of inertia, the power of momentum, the power of keeping that ball rolling is crucial. And I've linked it to every single thing: physique, business, and lifestyle. So this isn't just about the gym. This isn't just about running a business online. This isn't just about your workplace. This is about everything in your life. Because remember, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And if you understand this, I guarantee you this will change your life. So guys, I hope this was useful. Apologies if that was harsh, but I want to make these type of videos. Why? Because I want to speak to my younger self. I want to make good content, and this is how I can do so. This is me being my most authentic self, writing all of these. I'll show you how many fucking pages from this morning. And that's another point. I might make another video on it, but journaling, the ideas just come to you. And that's my most authentic self. So if this really, really helped you, please drop a like and subscribe. I hope that was useful, guys. I'll be back. I'm going to try my best with the daily videos. I'm definitely posting every single day, and whatever it is. But in order to provide as much quality as possible, we may be on every other day. We will see. I'm going to record 3 videos today, though, because like I said, I'm going away. That's the levels to it. Momentum. So I hope that was really useful. I'll probably be back again tomorrow. Anyone has any questions, drop them in the comments. Other than that, like and subscribe. If you wanted some help with physique, you know where to find me. Book a call below. Other than that, hope you're having a great day. Catch you on the next one. All the best.